Now we're going to graph these rationals. And so if you find the horizontal and vertical asymptote, it makes the process pretty simple. So the horizontal asymptote is you look at the variables, and if they have the same exponents, you take the ratios of the coefficients. So you're going to do -3/1, which is -3. So the horizontal is going to be at y equals -3. The vertical asymptote is the excluded value of the denominator. So if you look at the denominator x plus 2, what would make that equal 0 is -2. And so that is the vertical asymptote. So we want to go ahead and draw those. There's x equals -2, y equals, oops, a little bit neater. There we go. Y equals -3. All right. So now you just kind of have to figure out where to draw the graph, because they all kind of have a similar shape, where they curve to each asymptote. You just have to figure out what part are you going to do that, top or bottom, and same thing on the other side. So you just want to test a point to the left and to the right of the vertical asymptote. So we can choose something easy like -3. So we'll do f of -3. We get -3 times -3. And we have -3 plus 2. So then we get 9 over -1. So -9. So -3, we're all the way down here at -9. And I'm ready to draw it. I mean, if you want to find a couple of additional points, you can. But what's going to happen is this will curve down towards the vertical asymptote, and this will curve up and go along the horizontal asymptote, and that's it. If you want to find additional points, you can, but that's going to be pretty accurate. So now we need to find another one. If 0 is available, 0 is always an easy one to plug in. So f of 0, -3 times 0 over 0 plus 2. So we get 0 over 2, which is 0. So we have a point right here at 0, 0. And so then once again, we'll, what you want to do is going to the left, you go up towards the vertical asymptote. Going down, you go down towards the horizontal asymptote, and that's it. Done. All right. So I have one more, and this next one will have 2 vertical asymptotes. And so it gets a little trickier, but really shouldn't be too bad. All right. So once again, you look at the exponents, and they actually are the same. So you go ahead and take that ratio 4/1. So it's going to be at y equals 4. Okay. The vertical asymptote. So in this case, remember, we're trying to figure out what makes the denominator equal 0. That factors into x plus 3, x minus 3. So you have 2 of them. You have one at -3, and you have one at +3. So we'll go ahead and draw those. And then the y equals 4. There we go. All right, so now something I'll point out that makes this one a little bit easier is that it is an even function. We are dealing with an even function. And so what that means for us, even, there we go, even. Okay, so since it's an even function, what that means is, so I need to plug in something to the left and to the right of my vertical asymptotes, and I'm actually going to plug in 3 in the middle. So I need to plug in something like -4, but since it's an even function, what that tells me is that wherever I plug in, when I plug in -4, I'm actually would get the same result for plugging in +4. So I'm actually going to get two results right here, okay? And I only have to do it once. Because when you square -4 or +4, it's 16 either way. And once you do the algebra, you're going to get the same result both times. Okay, so we'll go ahead and plug in +4. I could plug in negative, it makes no difference. You get the same results. So on top, I get 4 times 16 all over 16 minus 9. So let's see, that gives us 64 over 5. No, 7, sorry. 64 over 7. Okay. And if you put that into a calculator, it's about 9.14, something like that. So let's see, about 9.14, we'll say. Okay, so at -4, I'm up here at 9.14, whatever. And then at +4, I'm also up there at 9.14. And so we can go ahead and draw these. So they're pretty close to the vertical asymptotes, but what's going to happen is they'll curve down to the horizontal ones, like so. Pretty much, well, not pretty much. I mean, the definition of an even function is that you have a reflection across the y-axis. So that's what we have going on there. All right, so now I should go ahead and find 3 points in the middle. So we can find like f of -2, which will actually be the same as f of +2. So once again, I'm going to get 2 for the price of 1. So let's see what we got going on here. 4 times 2 squared over 2 squared minus 9. So we're going to get 4 times 4 on top over 4 minus 9 on bottom. So now we have 16 over -5, which is -3.2. It's -3.2. All right, so let's see, -2, we're down at -3.2. And at +2, we're also down here at -3.2. All right, so it is going to be a parabola shaped, but I need to go ahead and plug in 0 real quick to see how high it goes. You can probably already tell that it's going to go to 0 because the top, it's going to go to 0 when I plug that in right there. So I get 4 times 0 over 0 minus 9. So I end up getting 0 over -9, which is 0 right there. And so it's not really a parabola, but it has that shape to it. So we just kind of curve going down towards the asymptotes like that. All right, that's the rational functions.